how are you going to incorporate all the things that you've resonate with you with the 50s and all the things that you do differently about how you took a break, all the things that you did your own way, and how are you going to incorporate all of those things into your craft today?
Well, I definitely want to have my own production company. I want to call it Clout Pictures, based on a motion that me and my brother used to do. We could join hands together. Very solid, sort of like ritualistic symbol of understanding and connection. So I think that the style back then, I think, of making films was more. I mean, now it's all digital. I hear that now everything is done digitally on a computer, and there's hardly any human interaction with each other. They just send each other emails and messages and whatever, and everyone just kind of stays at home and does their thing. Nobody even goes outside the house and actually makes a film. So I want to bring back the old style of like the 50s, of like how they used to actually physically go on location, film with cameras, discuss the picture, actually have a human interaction and collaboration. Because that's what the creative process, in my opinion, is supposed to be about. It's about communication and actually making something happen and take shape and come to life. So that's what I'm going to try to do, and I'm going to try to hopefully bring that passion, that energy that I used to have. And the biggest thing with me is like the team effort. Because I feel like on movie sets, I mean, I'm not sure how cemented things were back then, like how much the position of director was just stuck as director. Maybe he also acted as a producer or like assistant director. But the only thing that I would like to change is maybe have a little bit more of alternating of roles. For example, wherever you fit, wherever your strengths are, is you should focus on. Unless you want to spend some time away from the production on your free time, working on something else. But if you're a damn strong screenwriter, you should focus on writing the best screenplays possible. And then we take your words, and you're on the set, and you're listening to what we're saying. And if you found a better way to say it, then you bring it up. Then you bring it up to everybody, and we use that one. Whatever your strengths are, play off of it. Because I feel like everybody on a production has a very specific strength that a gift that God gave them that they should use. So recognizing those strengths, having an eye for that talent, and then putting it to work at its maximum potential. Because like I said before, everything has its maximum potential. If you have an amazing script with an amazing camera but a terrible cast, I mean, there can't be any lack. I mean, the film is going to suffer somewhere. Everything has to be performing at its top physical potential and maximum, optimal potential, I guess you say. So I think that what I mostly want to do is bring back a style of collaboration and freedom and independence, and not everything being so set in stone or stuck. Because there's got to be room to grow, room to change. There's got to be room for improvisation, mistakes. Mistakes is a big thing. I think people are afraid of making mistakes nowadays. I think nobody wants to say the wrong thing. It's just walking on eggshells everywhere you go. Like you just literally can't say the wrong thing, or your life is just gets thrown out of whack or something, which is not true, but it's just a common belief. So a lot of misbeliefs get thrown out there. A lot of sort of unnecessary illusions and ideas. And it's about killing those things. It's about just recognizing how untrue they are and being more true to yourself. Because when you give an illusion more power than yourself, then what the hell are you there for? You know what I'm saying? Why are you even there? So I guess I like fish, but nobody else likes fish, so I guess I'll just hate fish. You know what I'm saying? It's like you like what you like. You know what I'm saying? Just accept it. If you're a really damn fine actor, you should own it. I am a great actor. I'm going to go do great movies, period. Being humble is important, but I think there's a fine line between being humble and just being completely not having any confidence, So I am fully, supremely confident in my craft. I know what I can do. I know what I'm capable of, and I know what I'm good at. So I'm just gonna make those things the pinnacle and the forefront of my focus. And I'll bring that to it, and I'll bring a lot of just sort of fun and flair. We're just gonna have fun and personality, and we're gonna have a lot of ideas are gonna be tossed out there. There's no rules as far as this is a good idea, that's a bad idea. The good and bad one is it'll just be, that's an idea, we could use it or not use it. Can we use it? Maybe not here, but somewhere else. I'm going to find a place for that amazing idea. Maybe not for this particular, but it'll work here. Because the producer always needs to know, where to best put the particular, thing on the table, whatever. A slew of choices in front of him. Where do I put what? Because he always has to be prepared already and just execute, and also be willing to improvise. And room for learning as he goes, and listening to every opinion and figuring out what is the best approach, what is the best plan of action, because that's important. Because if you just If you show up to set and just say, this is the only way we're going to do it, and I'm going to listen to everybody else's suggestions, this is how we're going to do it, you could be missing out some great opportunities. You could be missing out something that's really going to help the production, really going to help the show. If you want to, like, you know, be that stubborn or be that sort of like just kind of block the thing. I don't want to hear any more ideas. Sometimes it's about trusting that there's someone else in the room who could be smarter than you, or could know more than you, more experienced too. I've always wanted to work with people that are more experienced than me. I always wanted to work with people who have done things a lot, many more years than me. Because I'm fairly young, you know, I'm not that old, but I'm saying that there are people out there who have done this for centuries, almost half a century, 50, 60 years in the business. They know what they're doing. And I'm sure still, even they don't even know everything. Nobody ever knows everything, but you know enough to carry on your craft and bring it to its highest potential. But there's still room to grow. I feel like after a certain point, people might be afraid to grow. There's a point where people reach in their lives and say, you know what, I am such and such age, I have no more reason to learn anymore. This is all I'm ever gonna know. And I think that's a very poor way of thinking. It's a very just sort of like detrimental way of thinking, which means like harmful, because it doesn't matter how old you are. You can still, there's always something new to learn every day. Especially with this kind of work, with artistic work and creative processes. You never know everything. You're always supposed to be moist. You're always supposed to be sort of like wet clay, always ready to be molded, but never stay cemented and stuck. Because once you're stuck, you can't grow. And once you can't grow, you're not free. So you have to find a good balance. So yes, it's about learning your craft and perfecting it, like Sinatra did and some of these guys did. But I'm telling you, if he would have had a little bit more sort of open-mindedness to other things, he probably could have tried other genres. But he liked jazz, he liked standards, he stuck with it, and that works. You know, if you're a great assist on a basketball team, then stick with assists. I mean, you do want to win the game. You do want to be the best at what you do. But I'm just saying, if you have an opportunity to learn something else, couldn't hurt you. I'm just saying it could help, but there's no reason to say no. In my opinion, me personally, I'll never say no. I'll never say no. I will never learn that. No, I'll never research it. I'll never try it. I'll never say no. I'll never try it. I'll always say sure. Why not? I'm always going to be a yes man. I've always said yes. So I appreciate you asking me all those questions. Is there anything else? I guess we can just wrap it up unless you have more you want to say.
All right. No, that's it.
I think I pretty much summed up everything.
Yes.
I think this is going to be a very successful time in my life. I'm really excited. I'm moving towards something new, and it's finally moving towards something I've always wanted to do, and I've really been looking forward to this for a long time. And as my company grows and everything moves forward, I'll get to see all the changes that I'm talking about. And hopefully, it's a process. You don't see it overnight because change is very slow. I've learned that change is just, it's a process. You know, like when you're working out, you don't really see your muscles growing. They are growing, but they're growing internally. You know, so it's just about being extremely patient, because change is happening, but it goes over a slow period of time. You know, the world evolved. You know, there were dinosaurs and there were cavemen, and now we're doing this. You know, it's just kind of like things gotta. It's not gonna take millions of years. It's kind of a bad example, but it is gonna take a while. Yeah, it's gonna be a process. But I'm really looking forward to it, and I can't wait to get started. So, once again, I really thank you for listening in and tuning in, and I really can't wait for everybody. You guys can look for Facebook on the performances. I'll be posting some of the performances on Facebook, and you guys can take a look at them. And if you want to leave feedback, I mean, I'm more welcome to leave feedback. But like I said, I'm mostly doing this for me anyway. I would love to hear people's opinion, but I love this style of music, and I'm basically living my dream.
Music as well.
Music as well. Music as well. I want to do the most I can with my life that I possibly can. I almost feel like one life is not long enough. I feel like life is too short. You know, one life, I can't possibly fit all my dreams into one lifetime, you know? It's like I want to live like 10 million times. I want to keep on dying and come back just so I can make sure I see all my dreams come to fruition. Unless I spread it out and give all my dreams to, 10 million other people, then maybe it can't all get done, you know? Because there's a lot of people on the planet who don't have any like plans or dreams, but they want to accomplish things. So if I say to some schmuck, hey, make this movie, and then the stuff gets done because I'm diversing it over like hundreds of people, that's fine too. Because I do want to see it get done that badly, so I don't have to make every single production happen, but I would like to see it. So we'll see what happens. But we'll start with the shows. I'll do my shows, and hopefully it'll expand and grow to other things. That's all I can hope for. But in the end, it's out of my hands. It's in God's hands, so we'll see what happens. But this is basically me explaining my plan. I've never actually introduced myself to the world as Chris Williams, the performer. So it's almost like it's almost like an introduction point to like. The new me, sort of like a resurrected, but new sort of, like a rebirth, I guess. Like who I really am. This is my real truth. This is who I am. I'm Chris Williams, the producer, performer, entertainer, someone who wants to share himself with the world and just do his best with everything that he does. So thank you very much, and I'll see you guys soon.
All right. We've been speaking with Chris Williams. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.